Hi guys, I'm Josh. I'm going to be going through a yoga sequence that focuses on strengthening and stretching out the body, as well as relaxation. And never forget to breathe throughout this whole practice. So we're going to start out in our child's pose. So if you can come down to your mat, knees wide, arms forward. Make sure to keep breathing throughout this whole practice, no matter the situation. You are not competing with anyone. It's not about getting to the absolute deepest stretch or to strengthen as much as possible. It's just about where you are. And use your breath as a guiding tool for this practice. So right now, try to let go as deep as you can into your child's pose to stretch your glutes out. Make sure to keep breathing. Now we're going to come forward into our tabletop position. Then we're going to arch round and do our cat, and arch and do our cow. And from there, we're going to be going into our first downward dog. Make sure to pedal your feet out. And then raise your right leg to the sky, right knee over the right hip. Don't let either of the shoulders collapse. Right knee up to the chest. Right leg to the sky, right knee open again. Right knee to the chest. We're going to do this 2 more times. And then place your foot on the ground, move into our high lunge. Make sure to continue to squeeze your glutes together. And then we're going to bring the left knee up to the front of the mat. Forward fold. And reach your arms up to the sky, hands to heart. And bring your knee up to the chest and extend it behind you. Now we're going to clasp our hands behind our back and then reach over forwards. Make sure to continue to keep breathing. Now just come back up. Release your hands. We're going to be moving into our Warrior 3. So if you can move forwards, if you can balance, make sure to put your right leg behind you. Make sure your third eye is set to wherever you can set it to. Make sure to keep your balance, make sure to keep your hips square. And we're gonna bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Now we're going to drop our right feet down to the ground again. Our arms up high to the sky. Drop our hands to the ground. We're going to drop back into a downward dog. And then if you can raise your leg up to left leg up to the sky, left knee over left hip, left knee up to chest, left leg up to the sky. We're going to do this 3 more times again. 1, 2, 3, open it one last time. Right leg down to the ground, right knee to the ground. Straighten your right foot. We're going to move into our lizard now. You can drop to the ground like this. Make sure to squeeze your glutes together. And we're going to come up to our hands and we're going to continue to hold here for another minute or two here. Then we're going to come back into our high lunge again. Clasp our hands behind our back. And go forwards, lean forwards onto the other side. Make sure to keep breathing. Then we're going to sneak our back feet forwards. We're going to come up. We're going to try to go into our warrior three on this side. So if you can square the hips. And then we're going to do 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. And drop back into our high lunge again. And then I'm going to drop down into, plant our hands down to the ground, go back down to our lizard pose on the other side. Make sure to always continue to never hold your breath. Just let go of your feelings and thoughts. No matter the situation. And try not to fidget. I was fidgeting there. Come back up into our half split. Move forward back into our low lunge. Go back into half split again. And work on straightening and stretching out this leg through the next 3 breaths. Then bring your foot in. Then we're going to go back into our high lunge and move into warrior 2. Then we're going to move into our triangle pose. Revolve triangle first. Then our triangle pose. Make sure to never to hold your breath within this given situation. Then just move back into your high lunge. Bring your left foot up to meet your right. And now we're going to be doing our chair pose. So if you can go back on your hips, raise your arms up to the sky. We're going to hold this pose for about 5 breaths. And if you're shaking too much, just back out just a little bit. And then we're gonna come up to our straight back. And we're gonna do our ragdoll fold here. Make sure to keep breathing through this ragdoll. Then straighten your legs, straighten your back. And then fold again, plant your hands to the ground, move into plank. And we're gonna start to do our flow. So if you can drop down to the belly. And we're going to start with our baby cobra first. And then plant your feet under, press yourself up to your knees, and back into a downward facing dog. Then go forward into a plank, lower down, knees, chest, chin. It's either your downward dog, your cobra, or whatever suits you today. Then I'm gonna get you to do another flow, drop down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, Forward into plank. Chaturanga. Back to your down dog. And then your right leg to the sky, right knee over the right hip, right knee to chest. And plant it down to the ground. High lunge. And then bend your back knee, jump into and do your ragdoll, your forward fold, raise to a half lift, drop down, and either step back or hop back into your chaturanga. And then go back into your downward dog, and we're going to be doing the same thing on the other side. Left leg to the sky, left knee over left hip, left knee to the chest, plant the left foot to the ground, raise into your high lunge, and bring your right knee, bend your right knee, bring it up to your left. Do your ragdoll. Up to the sky, hands to heart center. And then just let your hands fall by your side in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Now, if you can place your weight into your left foot, bend your right knee, bring your right knee up to the chest, and pull it in. Try to keep your balance. Make sure to keep your core activated. And then we're gonna move into our eagle pose. So our right leg goes over the left, and right arm goes under the left arm. And if you have to, because you don't have the balance, you can always use your right foot to stabilize, or you can do a double wrap if you can. Unfortunately, today I can't. And then bring your right knee back into the chest again. Bring your right knee back into the chest, and warrior 3, or warrior 2. Bring your right knee into the chest and extend it back into your warrior 2 again. And you can let go of your wrists. Move your right foot up to your left. Do a ragdoll. Half lift. Drop down halfway again. Lift. And we're going to move back into our chair pose. And just so you guys know, we're going to be doing a little bit more leg work today than what I was anticipating, so just be prepared for what comes if you can't do it, or you feel like it's too hard for you to do. You don't have to do it. You can drop down into your child's pose, or take a drink of water, or whatever you may be happy with. Okay? And then we're gonna go up onto our tippy toes here and raise our arms back up to the sky. Just keep holding on. Whoops, my balance isn't the greatest today, unfortunately. Then gonna straighten back up. And our arms to the sky, hands to our heart. We're gonna lean forwards, drop down into our high plank, raise, move into down dog, move into our plank, and then down dog, raise our right leg to the sky, right knee to right elbow, and drop it down to the ground. Now we're gonna start activating the glutes together. Try to squeeze them together. Try to keep your hands off the ground if you can. And we're gonna do this for another 2 breaths here. And come all the way down to the ground. Make sure to keep breathing. I'm going to encourage you to keep doing that through the next few breaths. Just continue to keep breathing. And just continue to keep breathing. Then we're gonna come up. Sure to put your right ear to the ground. Extend your arms. We're gonna be doing locust pose. So activate your glutes, squeeze your feet together, raise your chest, and make sure to extend. Then clasp your hands behind your back. Make sure to squeeze your glutes. Then drop your hands to the ground. Your left ear. And next, we're gonna be moving into our bow pose. So if you can bend your right foot in, grab for the right ankle, bend your left leg, grab for the left ankle, and then we're gonna try to raise up towards the sky. We're gonna stay here for about 3 breaths. Drop to the ground. Place our right ear to the mat. And now we're gonna extend our right arm to the sky, roll over. We're gonna do our strengthening poses on our back before we go into our Shavasana. So, if you can start with your bridge pose. So you can start with your bridge pose and your hands are you can start with your bridge pose and the tips of your hands are supposed to be able to touch your heels. Raise your glutes towards the sky. Clasp the hands. Make sure to squeeze your glutes the whole time. Bring your knees in slightly. And continue to keep breathing. If you get any cramps in the backs of your quads, that basically means you've went too far, so just take a deep breath, maybe stretch it out. Try some other poses, maybe try your child's pose or whatever may work best for you. And next, we're going to be moving into our boat pose. Raise your legs towards the sky and rock up. And with your core, you can either have your arms forward, use your mat to help you balance, or straighten your legs, which I can only bend because I don't have the core strength in order to straighten both of my legs for too long. We're gonna hold this for another 3 breaths. And we're gonna drop them to the ground, move forwards, and we're gonna do a forward fold here. If you have to bend your knees, you have to bend your knees. You can place blocks or books underneath them. If you don't have blocks, you can use whatever you have. And just keep breathing. Then you can bring your knees in towards your chest again. We're going to move into our boat for a minute. Cross our legs. Actually, we're going to move into a twist. So if you can extend your left leg, place your right leg over your left. Raise your arms to the sky and twist. Make sure to keep breathing. And lift up through the core. Then we're going to come to our center. And we're going to go the other way. Knees in towards the chest. And we're going to go this way. And then we're going to extend our legs and move into our final Shavasana. So you can sit on your back. Make sure to keep breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to do this for another minute or two. Or 3 or 4 minutes. Whatever you do, make sure never to stop get you to bring your right knee into the chest and give a twist to this side. Extend this arm, and the same on the other side. And you extend. Then I'm going to get you to extend your favorite arm overhead. Roll over to the favorite side. Move up to your seated position. I hope you enjoyed this practice. And then I'm going to get you to bring your hands to your heart and your hand to your third eye. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope to see you guys soon. Never forget to like or subscribe to my channel to see more yoga videos like this.